Hello, everyone. Just waiting for people to hop on here. So, hello. It is the eve before the next full moon. The full moon in Taurus tomorrow. Full moon in it's pretty big. The moon has already moved into the sign of Taurus. Hello! Thanks for joining. And so this is exciting. Sun is conjunct Mercury and the moon is conjunct Uranus right now. Hey, thanks for popping in. Okay, so give me 1 second here, guys. I'm using my phone, so yeah, using my phone. Rarely ever go live on here, so let me just make sure I can see your messages. Okay. Yeah, got this figured out. Okay. So, um, I don't know if I can say your name right, but Lola Claire Jewelry? Is that correct? If you would like me to, I can draw you a couple of cards here. And then it looks like I know I'm gonna say your name wrong. I know who you are, but K Runch 215, yeah. If you want a card as well, then yeah. Okay, Paula. Yes, Paula. Okay, so tarot in hand. I'm using the traditional Rider-Waite. So let's go ahead and see, Paula, what two cards here want to show up for you. Feeling one more shuffle. Okay. All right, Paula. Well, my goodness. Major Arcana, first card popping out for you, Paula. The Chariot. The Chariot. Immediate message with this, Paula, is movement. You're being asked and encouraged to move if you aren't already. There will be more movement happening, especially in regards to, it looks like, family matters. When it comes to family legacies, inheritance, and anything that has to do with money and finances, Paula. There is a pursuit happening here with your finances, with family. And there's just this call to action here, I feel like, Paula. So it's not a time to just willy-nilly or lay, laid back. It's a time for action. And there could be a Cancer or a Pisces involved here in this scenario, whether it be family, inheritance issues, legacy, or just finances and income in general. Okay, because that sign is showing up pretty strong there. All right, so there you have it. And guys, these are going to be pretty brief here because, I want to try to get just about everyone who pops on here. Okay, so Crunch. Yes, Crunch. Sorry. All right, so Crunch. Hey, Sandra. Thank you for joining. I will get to you real soon here, Sandra. So Crunch. Crunch, I'm shuffling a couple of cards for you. Now, guys, if y'all want some deeper answers, a little bit more clarity, if you access the super chat, I will draw you an additional card and get you one of the oracle cards here. Get you just a little bit more information. So that would be in the super chat. Sorry, my messages don't stay up here, so bear with me. All right. Crunch, here we go. 2 cards. crunch, we have first popping out here the Knight of Wands. Similar message to what I just did. It's of movement. So, with the Knight of Wands, there's a call. I'm feeling with this card for you that there's a call to step up, or you're going in a new direction, taking a different adventure, an exciting and new adventure. This could be unfamiliar territory for you in some ways, because we also have the Page of Wands. And pages, if you don't know, are all about new experiences. And I feel like there's a message here, an encouragement to really embrace or call forth your courage with this new experience, with this new opportunity that you have at hand here, I feel like it's a journey that you're already on, Crunch, sorry. So, with the Page of Swords, in addition here, there's a message of learning, being open enough to just accept the new challenges, the new things to learn here. There is something else to be learned, and something about your overall adventure, and I'm getting almost life force that's coming through here. Something you're learning about your own life force and drive through this new experience. So, it's not only, of course, reflective of your current physical circumstances of what's going on, but it is showing up to be helpful for your internal. And, you probably already know this, but everything mirrors each other. Everything's a reflection, right? Internal, external, and vice versa. So right off the bat, that's what's coming through here. A little general, but yeah. All right, so next up here, Sandra. Sandra. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Sandra, if you have a specific question, go ahead and ask me now. Oh, that is so cool, Laura. Or Paula. Oh my gosh. See, I'm going to get names all wrong. All right, so Sandra, here we go. I'm shuffling for you. And guys, if I do overlook you, just send me a reminder. You may have to bug me depending on how many people come through my feed here. Okay, Sandra, I feel like getting you one tarot card, and then I'm feeling called to get you a card from the Animal Spirit Oracle. Okay, I see your extended inquiry here, Sandra. Okay. Boom, last card for you, Sandra. Hierophant is the first thing that popped up. So interesting that you mentioned separating from your husband. The Hierophant here can be representative of divorce. You see the two people down here, and then the power figure, or the judge or spiritual figure in the middle. I feel like you should be affirmed that being called to go your separate ways is meant to be right now. I feel like it is meant to be right now, Sandra. There's a restructuring when it comes to your relationships wanting to happen for you. And, restructuring your relationship dynamic, your relationship to people can be uncomfortable, right? I won't sugarcoat it. It can be uncomfortable, but in the end, it is going to be bright, sunny, and this is why I say that, because you have the bee showing up next here. And the sun is very predominant here. And especially with the bee affirming here with the Hierophant. Sandra, I feel like more specific answers for you, first of all, are going to be within the community. The bee is saying that there's some sort of either support system or something you'll learn from someone from a support group or even spiritual group that you get involved with that is going to give you further insight into this change and transition that you have going on. Sorry, bear with me one second. I have like different messages popping up. So in addition, Sandra, with the bee, I feel like this separation is actually in some ways a golden opportunity, an opportunity to heal a certain part of yourself, expose a certain part of yourself to yourself and heal that, through separation. More of your attention now can go towards whatever that area of healing is that needs exposure with you, okay? So that is, woo! Got goosebumps with that. That is a message coming through for that. All right, so bear with me here, guys, as I catch up on the messages. All right, Mimi, I see you. So you want to know if you will meet your soulmate soon. All right, Mimi. I'm feeling called to use the Romance Angel Oracle deck for you. I'm going to go ahead and pull 2 cards for you here. All right, for Mimi. Okay, I feel like your second card is towards the bottom of the deck here. All right. First card we have, Mimi. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Okay, so it seems like, I feel like your spirit guides are telling you that money and career needs to be more of your focus right now, rather than intimate partnership, or before you can progress into intimate partnership. Let's see what your second card says. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Okay. So Mimi, with finances and career and love yourself first, both together, I feel like this is specifically talking about self-worth and self-value. Okay, and then that can reflect, of course, in your personal finances and financial gain. So, there is a calling to work on that first, or to alter your career or finances right now. And then by doing that and addressing whatever self-worth focus that we have there showing up, you will then make yourself a lot more magnetic and romantically attractive for your soulmate to find you. Okay? Powerful. I hope that was helpful. All right, give me 1 second here. You're so welcome, Sandra. I'm glad. Hello, the divine Mrs. Jones from North Wales. And let's see here. I see you 1234 and Lina 96. All right, so give me 1 second here, y'all. All right, so yes, I see you, the divine Mrs. Jones. Yes, I'm starting with you. Will you move to Spain? I actually feel like getting you a card from Sacred Traveler deck. Oh, hello, sister. Hello, sister. Thanks for popping in. Okay, so sorry, guys. I get distracted, but here we go. I'm just going to call you Mrs. Jones, okay? Okay. Staying focused. Staying focused. Hold the course is your first card popping out. I feel like getting one more from the tarot deck for you. Reminder, guys, these are 2-card readings, okay? I'm drawing 2 cards for you if you're joining me this evening. If you do want more than 2 cards, access the super chat. It'll notify me, and then we'll get you a little bit more guidance and clarity, or you can always book with me on my Etsy shop. The link is on my YouTube, okay? So Mrs. Jones, second card, here we go. Ooh, the Devil card. So interesting. Is someone distracting you, Mrs. Jones? Is there a relationship holding you back or influencing your decision? I'm getting here with the Devil card showing up with this, that someone is almost like pulling the ropes here, pulling you along, pulling you in different directions, pulling your focus. Is that a relationship doing that? Intuitively, I feel like with the Devil card here that this relationship shouldn't have bearings over your decision to move to Spain. I'm getting that strongly. I'm getting goosebumps. Anytime I get like physical cues like that, it usually means something powerful. And then, with your first card saying hold the course, I feel like what you're doing, you should be affirmed here, Mrs. Jones. You should be affirmed that the steps you're taking right now is actually got you on the right track. You're on the right track. Woo! Dropping your card here. So it's all about maintaining your focus with this move and leap to Spain. And whatever relationship or person is coming in here trying to alter your direction or perception, it's not in your best interest, I'm getting. Okay? So that's what's coming through there. Oh, thank you so much, Runch. I'm sorry. I know I'm probably saying your name wrong. But thanks for saying that. Alright. Alright, so sister, hello. Shalom, shoemate. You are next. Is the Kali Yuga era over? And I'm so sorry guys if I pronounce things wrong here. I'm also reading things on my phone, so it's a bit of a small screen. Okay, so drawing questions here now for Shalom Shoemate. I feel like getting one from the Sacred Traveler deck here. I gotta review your question. Kali Yuga era over. Let's see. first card coming out with your inquiry is embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. So I'm getting that there's something that has to do with the solution and answer to whether this era is actually over has to do in a search for happiness, has to do with a search for spiritual joy. And I'm getting it has to do with a spiritual practice or spiritual path that brings you a different and new kind of joy. Like more of the answers to whether this era is over lies there. It's very interesting what's coming up. And then, okay, so I shuffled you out for your second card from the tarot, the Lovers. Is this particular era over? This energy that is showing up with your inquiry, Shalom Shoemate, is a message of harmony. So it makes me think that this era is over, or it's coming to a point of harmony, of spiritual harmony, where there has been any kind of disarray, confusion, any kind of chaotic, negative energy, because I'm unfamiliar with this era, which you may already know. It seems like there's a harmonious balance coming in with it. So a very interesting question to bring up, and I'm very interested to see the cards that showed up for that. But I love that the Lovers came up with it. Because like I said, just off the bat, it speaks of a harmonious era. A balance coming up. That era coming to a balance. And it's a major arcana card. So, since I know you, Shalom Shoemate, we can talk about that further maybe at a later time. So moving on here. Okay, trying to catch up here. All right, 1234, are you still with me? 1234, are you still here with me? You are so welcome, Mrs. Jones. Oh, good, I'm glad to hear that. Okay, great. All right, so 1234, let's go ahead and get you your answer with the tarot here. What should you do about the situation with Jalen? Okay, let me see here. I feel like just getting 2 tarot cards for you. Okay. Ooh, interesting. We have 2 major arcana cards coming up with your inquiry, the Chariot and the Fool. So, why are they not talking to you? Let me see here. I feel like this person, 1234, is not talking to you because they are very focused and driven right now. They are very much driven by a specific purpose and mission with the Chariot here. And whatever this mission or thing is that is pulling their focus, it's got them pulled in very much 2 different directions. So their focus is diverted, and they're very driven. So to be so driven and then to have your focus diverted so much like this, I feel like is, you know, it's room for distraction. And that's why they are not talking to you. I don't think it's anything malicious or negative. I don't think so at all with the Chariot showing up. It's just, what I said. There's something that has got them almost obsessed to, that point of drive. I feel like the solution for you with this is reflected here with the Fool, okay? And the Fool is saying, you gotta relax with this, and there's a sense of freedom, needing a calling to embrace more of your own freedom or give them more of their own free space. Both, really. I'm getting, giving them more of their own free space and giving yourself, by doing that, giving yourself more personal freedom to self-explore, I'm getting with the Fool even. So there's just this period of exploration that is between the two of you, and you might be able to help each other with this exploration, but you have to give each other, or give, this person in particular, the appropriate amount of freedom. Okay? So there you have it. Up next, all right, guys. Remember, if I for some reason overlook you because there are a lot of messages starting to come in, you can book with me on my Etsy shop, which the link is on my YouTube here, or email me with a question and we'll work something out, okay? But moving on. You are welcome, 1234. All right, so Lena 96. Are you still with me, Lena 96? I see your question. Just send me a quick message if you are still with me. Anyone who's still with me, go ahead and just send me an updated message here. Oh, baby Fantasia, I see you. I see you. Oh, Bonita, thank you. Okay, so give me 1 second here. Okay, so Bonita, I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, but Bonita, I am going to draw you a card first, and then Lina 96, I promise I will be right with you, okay? All right, so Bonita, here we go. I am shuffling the Sacred Traveler Oracle here. I feel like this is the deck for you. But I feel like getting you one from the Romance Angels too, okay? So, let me get your second card. Okay. Here we go. For Bonita, we have overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. So that's beautiful. Whatever blockage, obstacle, emotional upset, it may mean you have to take a different route. A route or a direction that you're unfamiliar with, Bonita. But you can overcome it. Second card is talking about a retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. And this is from the Romance Angels. So I feel like you will find a little bit more peace and clarity from taking a bit of a break, if you can, Bonita. I see your message. Interesting, okay. So you bring up he, Benita. It seems like there might be an opportunity to connect with this person, have a very intimate sort of retreat, getaway of some kind with them. But I do feel like with these two cards, there is first something that is calling you. Oh, Christopher is his name? Well, something first I feel like here is calling you to, give yourself an appropriate amount of space to disconnect from any distractions, from this relationship even. And I feel like it's not even a long disconnect, but it's just something, a period of time, whether it's a day, whether it's cutting yourself off from social media, or whatever it is. You are being called to do this disconnect and this break, because whatever comes through during that time and disconnect is going to give you some sort of key to overcoming or inviting in more of this sort of experience with them, this intimate retreat or getaway, okay? So I know that's like really specific and odd. Maybe sometimes what I say doesn't always make sense to me, but hopefully it will make some sense to you. This is just what is coming through. So there we are. I hope that is helpful, Benita. So, Miss Lina 96. Your turn now, Lina 96. So do you and Chris have a spiritual connection? I didn't know it was going to be about relationships, but already I'm shuffling the romance angels, so I guess my instinct is taking over. How appropriate. Let's see, do y'all have a spiritual connection? I feel like it's this card. Your message from the Romance Angel Oracle is keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So, what did I just press? Whatever doubt. I see Lina 96, okay. Well, whatever doubt you're experiencing here, it's showing up. It is showing up as a little complicated, but with this message, differing from your usual type and expectations, this person may be behaving in a way I'm feeling that is just throwing you off, throwing you off your intuitive game, or maybe sending you mixed signals of some kind. But understand, I don't feel like, I'm going to get you one more card here I'm going to get you a spirit animal oracle to clarify for your second card. But I don't feel like it's with malicious intent, or they're doing it on purpose per se. This person just has a different way of communicating or of showing up, is what I'm feeling and hearing with this. However, the spiritual connection does seem to be there, because the word soulmate is showing up with this. So you have these salmon popping out for your clarity. Interesting. So there is an emotional soulmate-like connection here. It's stirring your emotions, I feel like. That's interesting, Lina 96. I see your messages there. But there's something about their energetic vibration and yours that is really speaking to you. So therefore, there's a soulmate like connection there regardless. And it has, whether they're in your immediate environment or not, Lena, they are wanting to share with you some emotional intelligence, is the word I'm getting with the salmon here. So, whoever this, you said they're a famous person, so whoever this famous person is, Lena 96, there's something about their approach or the way they handle, I feel like, emotional matters that's different from your own, that speaks to you, and there's something to be learned there. So, it's a little general, but something about emotional healing and flow that they have to offer to you through their music, it would seem like. I'm seeing your messages. Oh, interesting. Okay. Interesting. I wonder if they're a Pisces, Lena 96, because, the salmon, the fish did pop up. Do you know their zodiac sign or their rising sign? Because that would be interesting. All right, so moving on here, Nikki Johnson. Nikki Johnson, are you still with me? Send me another message to let me know. I see your first one here. Oh, they're a Scorpio. Well, that's interesting. So they're a water sign. Interesting, that water element came up. The tarot and everything never ceases to amaze me, guys. Oh, very cool, Lena 96. All right, one more time. Nikki Johnson, are you still here? Send me a message, Nikki Johnson. Yes, LaRon. LaRon, I see you. Go ahead and ask your question. Remember, guys, Mercury is in retrograde right now as well. So as far as communications with other peoples and contracts, just give yourself patience and the other person patience, okay? All right, LeRon, I see you. Could I describe your soulmate twin flame? Let's see what we can do with... I'm going to draw one from the Romance Angels for you, LeRon, and then one from the Tarot deck. Okay, I feel like it's this top one. Oh, you're asking about your soulmate and twin flame. Well, guess what? The soulmate card popped up, so the message with this is yes, this is your soulmate. So, if you have a particular person in mind, LeRon, that you are thinking of right now, or as this card popped out and as I spoke these words on the soulmate card, who is the first person that came to your mind? That will give you an indication, okay? Think about who the first person instinctually who came to your mind was when that card popped out. Whoop! Okay, you have a jumper. Oh, interesting. This showed up already in someone else's reading. The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is looking at the soulmate card here. So what I can tell you about your soulmate twin flame is, first of all, there's passion, as there always is and should be with a soulmate or twin flame. But furthermore, they are coming across as a fire sign, specifically a Sagittarius or an Aries. However, they could be a Leo. So Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Or their rising sign may be one of those, because, our rising sign is what we usually project ourselves as. Some of us are lucky and are easier to read, and our sun and our rising sign are the same, like mine. So maybe they're that way. So there you have it, kind of in brief there, but intriguing. I love seeing what pops up when it comes to soulmates and relationships. Oh, Nikki Johnson, yes, I see you. Oh, good to know, LaRon. Jay Walker, I will get to you right after I draw a card for Miss Nikki Johnson here. Sorry, LaRon, for referring to you as a man, if I did that. Or your soulmate as a man. Geez, I'm just judging by names here, so, it's not always the best thing. So, Nikki Johnson, I see your question here. I'm going to use just the tarot deck here for your question. See if we can get specific with... Woo! I'm pressing too many buttons here. See if we can get specific with what Joey is thinking of you today. Ooh. Okay, you had a mess of cards just flop out. Alright, so, Miss Nikki, I'm going to go ahead and just read all 4 of these. I was doing 2 card readings, but here we go. I'm going to read 2 at a time, I feel like. So we have the Knight of Swords and Strength popping out here. So, first of all, what I'm getting here with this is this other person is thinking very much headstrongly. Headstrong is the word that is coming up with this energy. With this Knight charging and with the Strength Leo card. I don't know if one of you is a Leo, but the Leonine energy is showing up here. So it could just be symbolic, but what we have here is a spirit of headstrong. Perhaps the other person here thinking or admiring something about y'all's relationship dynamic being very headstrong, and something about the, I'm getting here, the warrior spirit, the take charge spirit, the person and part of yourself, I should say, part of yourself that stands up for injustices, that stands up when you need to be strong in your vulnerability. These are some of the things that are going on with that person. It is sweet, isn't it, Nikki? Now, these other 2 cards, I feel like, are a bit more representative of you rather than them. So, Ace of Pentacles and then the Moon card. So, first of all, I'm getting here the message that your intuitive vibes that you're getting from this person are really strong. They might be extra strong with this Taurus full moon energy, which officially is tomorrow. So there's that. There's something coming up here with your value. Emotional value. Your feelings. Something about your feelings being valued, or something coming through here about your feelings, you wanting to see more value with feelings, with intentions that are being given. I don't know if this is your feelings and intentions being given or the other person. But something here about the value of that and the intentions and the purpose behind those intentions being seen here around this time. There's a depth of that wanting to show up here. And I feel like the answer with these 2 cards is that there is exposure with that coming up. And that's as specific as I feel like I can get with that right now. So there you have it, Nikki. Oh, okay, interesting. Well, it's interesting that water energy with the moon card came up in in the position of you. So very interesting. We are in Scorpio season still as well. Huh. Wow. Interesting. I would love the progression of that, Nikki. So by all means, keep me in the loop, whether it be on my Facebook or on YouTube, whatever. Remember, guys, if I do overlook you, first of all, I'm sorry if I overlook you, because there's a lot of messages coming through. If I do, you can always look me up on my Etsy and book a personal reading with me, or email me, message me on Facebook, all that stuff, okay? All right. Jay Walker, I see you. Aw, I completely understand you, Nikki. So Jay Walker, I'm going ahead and shuffling for you here. I see your question. Your relationship with your sister, Jayla. What is Walker's relationship, their sister, gonna be like in the future? Let's see. Okay, I feel like the cards want to jump out. So first one is jumped out. I'm just gonna let this next one jump out as well. Seems like usually whenever I handle this Rider-Waite tarot deck, the cards like to jump out. Oop, okay, there's your final card. All right. Here we go, Jay Walker. So, your relationship with your sister gonna be like in the future. We have an interesting pairing here with the Four of Pentacles and the Emperor. However, the number associated with the Emperor here, Jay, is very strong. It's 4 as well. So we have a double 4 code here. The message of the 4 is something I feel like wants to be conveyed to you right now. And that is a message of structure, a structure to the relationship, a structure, restructuring almost how you view sibling relationships is like a lesson or something that's going on here. With this energy, first of all, an Aries could be popping in here to give you some encouragement or, you know, teach you a lesson in some sort of way that will give you further insight into this relationship with your sister. I feel like specifically, I know you want to know how the relationship shapes up to be in the future. It's hard to tell from these 2 cards, I'm not going to lie. But it looks like for now there's a calling to be set apart because there's a foundation that wants to be built. So, you know, the word just foundation and structure are really strong here, okay? So I do feel like there could be just more structure and foundation, more roots with your relationship with your sister in the future. However, I do feel like to get more specific on the details with this, definitely a personal reading would be required. But no, you know, that much. And look out for the Aries person or the fire sign, could be a Sagittarius or a Leo as well, that is showing up there. All right? Oh, interesting, Jay Walker. Very interesting. So I would pay attention perhaps to what your cousin has to offer, if that's kind of your instinctual feeling there. Hello, Christy Taylor. And hello, Roberto. Thank you for joining. Christy, do you have a specific question? Or would you like me to just draw you a card? Roberto, same for you. Do you have a specific question, or perhaps just want to see what your spirit guides have to tell you right now? And guys, just so you know, I probably will only be continuing for about 10 more minutes here. And then we're going to call it a night, all right? So about 10 more minutes. All right, I see you, Roberto. Okay. So you have an inquiry, Roberto, regarding your work and job. Okay. I'm gonna pull. That's a appropriate combination for you. Okay. So your card showing up is the Six of Swords. Interesting card to see when it comes to a job hunt. So interesting. In regards to this job, I feel like with the Six of Swords showing up, there's a need to turn away from the old work habits, the old jobs, the old things that you're used to doing, or that this person that you're asking about is used to doing. There's a call to do something new in your work. There's a call for this person, whoever you're asking about, to do something new in their work. Okay? That's going to be what's most appropriate for you. Now, you know, it's scary to do that. Trust me. I have been on this journey when it comes to finding a new job myself. It's difficult to do, to get into a new business, a new line of work, when you know, going back to something you're comfortable with and have knowledge in is almost safer. But there's a message with the Six of Swords to move away from the safe route. Gifu is the runestone that popped out, that I drew in combination with this. With Gifu, it's a beautiful message. Gifu is probably the most positive Nordic rune you can draw. It speaks of togetherness, of a gift, and a gift in togetherness, of wholeness, of balance, of harmony with this job search. But when you take it in a different direction, it's really strong with the Six of Swords. That's where you're going to find the most favor, okay? So you're going to find the most favor when you take it a different route, take it a different direction. That's what Gifu is saying. That's where the favor comes in. So I hope that's helpful. I'll be interested to know if... Oh, I see you. Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. Oh, you're so welcome, Jay Walker, if you're still here. Oh, thank you, Kalina. Yeah, absolutely, Roberto. Kalina, I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Do you have a specific question? Or would you like me to draw you a card, a couple of cards, just to see what your spirit guides have to say to you right now? Remember, guys, if you want some additional information, you can access the super chat and I'll draw you an additional card, or you can totally book a personal reading with me where we go in depth. And you can do that by visiting my Etsy shop. Link is on my YouTube. Oh, yay! Good to know, Kalina. Yay! Sometimes I say names right. Very cool. Well, you just let me know, Kalina, if you do want me to draw you any sort of psychic guidance. Alright, give me a second, guys. I'm like, uh, Annie. I see you, Annie. Annie, send me a message if you are still with me. I see you're wanting to see if there's any messages from your spirit guides. Yes, Kalina, go ahead with your question. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle some of these decks. I'm feeling drawn to the Sacred Traveler again, so whoever messages me next with their question or to remind me they're here. Oh, hey, Annie. Oh, okay, Annie, as you messaged me, 2 cards fell out, and I feel like that is very much appropriate for you. I just knew that was going to happen. All right, Annie, it looks like your spirit guides are speaking pretty strongly here. Just poof, cards flew out. So we have 2 here. One is cleansing waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. So I feel like the message is here, take the time, if you aren't already, to self-nurture and self-heal. Specifically through water. So, the healthy liquids or taking a bath, salt baths are just so magical. I feel like something about working with the element of water, especially, or just focusing more on your self-healing, whether it be internal or external, is really powerful for you right now. And it's going to just raise and heighten your life force. So very cool. In addition to that, you have traveling lightly. Simplify your life. Okay, so the additional message from your spirit guides here, Annie, is to trim down. If you are doing too much. Oh, very cool, Annie. Salt baths. Ooh, you gotta love them. But I feel like there's a message here of taking on too much. So I don't know here if your spirit guides are saying you are taking on too much energetically, or you have too many jobs going on, you have too many projects going on, or you are very empathetic and you pick up on people's energy a lot. Your spirit guides are wanting you to slow down, are wanting to narrow your focus, because it seems like simplicity is going to be the best thing for you right now. And initiating the simplicity is starting with self-care. So what you already did with your salt bath seems to be appropriate. So it looks like you're already taking steps, Annie, so there you go. But there's definitely a message here of simplifying for the betterment. So whether that means relationship-wise or business-wise, that is the message coming through. All right, so Kalina, are you still with me, Kalina? I see your question here. Your question makes me smile, Kalina, so I hope you're still here. Oh, you're so welcome, Annie. I'm glad. And remember, guys, if you want something a lot more in-depth where I can give you more of my full attention, you can always book a personal reading with me too. All right, I do take personal readings. So, all right, great. Kalina, I see you. Great. Okay, so All right. Will you and your lover be intimate when you visit him in December? I have the tarot in hand. However, I do feel like pulling from the Romance Angel Oracle deck for you. So here we go. Oh, wow. Okay. First card popping out. I'll shuffle you out your second card. The first message from this first card is make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. I'll say that one more time. Great love is worth the steps you're guided to take. So I feel like you're almost going to get teased and left breadcrumbs to sort of go after him in December, or her, him, her, whoever they are. And I feel like just with this first card alone, taking the bait is almost like a good thing for you. It feels like it's going to happen. Let's see. The next card with this is heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So, very interesting. It does look like things it's intimate. You look at the images on these cards, little boy kissing the little girl, have these two brushing up against each other. So, Kalina, there is intimacy here, but it's not just sexual intimacy. It looks like there are some intimate conversations that are going to develop if they haven't already. Yeah, so far so good, Kalina. It's really interesting. Give me 1 second, Kalina. I feel like there's something else that wants to come through here. It does look like I'm feeling and getting this message of someone might be pushing y'all together in some sort of capacity. I don't know if it's a spirit guide or someone who is almost connecting you or pushing you to like connect deeper with each other, solidify things even, or just getting more heart to heart, like this card is saying. But there's that little message and background noise, if you will, going on here. And take the breadcrumbs that you find, okay? Because it's interesting. There you have it. That's all that's coming through there so far. So, alright guys, I can do... Oh yeah, you're welcome, sister. I'll be interested to know what you think or what you make, Shalom Shoemate, of the messages that came through. Because I don't remember. Hi, Karen. I have time to do a reading for you, Karen, if you want me to draw you a couple of cards. This will be my last reading for this evening, guys. I've been on here, it looks like over an hour live. So, woohoo! Look at us go. Look at all you guys showing up here. I thought I actually might be bored this evening. And I've been going. I've been going nonstop. But don't get me wrong, I like it. All right, well, Karen, do you have a specific question? Or would you like to just see what your spirit guides have to say to you? There you have it, Kalina. I feel like if that is definitely resounding with you, then oh yeah. All right, Karen. A general it is. I feel like I picked up the Animal Oracle deck here, so I feel like drawing a card. No, I feel like drawing both of your cards from the Animal Oracle. Whoa. Okay. First one, just flipped out here, is the Stag. Powerful creature of the forest. I would almost call the Stag, Karen, the king of the forest or the queen of the forest, is what this card embodies. There's a message here with the Stag for you, Karen, of opening up a doorway. Opening up the doorway to a new opportunity, Karen. And a new opportunity, I feel like, that is placing you, or it could even be someone close to you, in a position, like a higher position, a position of leadership, even, a position of, yeah, position of leadership, or just simply rising in position. So let's see what the second card has to elaborate on. Okay, yeah. I feel like it's this third one down. Ooh, frog. Frog is the second. So, first message I'm getting here with the frog in combination, Karen, is, oh wow, cool. Nice to know, Karen. So, with the frog in addition here, there's something very alchemical going on here with the doorway that I mentioned. So I don't know if this is you personally opening up a doorway or opportunity for yourself through magical means, through a ritual practice, through, intention setting, affirmation setting. But the frog, I feel like, especially here for you, is speaking very potently of your own alchemical process, your own personal power, your own personal energetic power. Something perhaps about you discovering that for yourself at a new level. Something about perhaps this opportunity that you are getting, this doorway that you're stepping through, that is raising your magical abilities or raising your awareness just to a whole new height. And it's going to surprise you, pleasantly. Overall, it's going to be a pleasant surprise. But don't be surprised either, Karen, if you find yourself becoming, with the frog here, you can become sometimes a little overly sensitive. So through this process, the only thing I would advise through this process is, just be careful with being overly stimulated or overly stimulated, okay? So, just watch out for that. Oh, wow, Karen, that's cool. I love that your guides are confirming with you here. Very cool. There you have it. All right, guys, if you just hopped on here, I am sorry, but that was the last live reading I'm doing for this evening. I might try to do more of these free readings. Okay, so, just subscribe to my YouTube, follow me on Facebook as well. I'll keep you updated if I do any more of these free live readings, or you can book a personal in-depth reading with me on my Etsy shop. So, you can visit me on my Etsy shop. The link is here on my YouTube, or you can email me. My email is attached throughout here as well. Okay, so it was so awesome getting to talk to you guys. Happy Eve before the Taurus full moon. Taurus full moon officially starts tomorrow. I mean, the energy is really starting tonight. I can feel it. Y'all probably can feel it too, I'm sure. So, a lot of downloads to be had coming through. So, anyways, thank you everyone though for your comments popping in. Be on the lookout for the next time I do this. And take care for now. Bye. And now I'm trying to figure out how to stop my video. So I feel like a crazy person. All right, bye guys.